few interesting points to it. Very grateful and very thankful for Vince, who has come a fair way to come and help me today. He's driven 4 and a bit hours to get here, and it took us 7 hours. I'm going to say 7 hours. Might be slightly longer than that. We think we have sorted the light problem. When I say we, I mean he does. We couldn't call it actually fixed, but we think we've found where the short is and disabled that sort of area so it isn't going to short anymore. I'm going to lose the light bar, but it does seem like we've got lights. And I've taken it for 2 reasonable test drives over some bumpy Western Highway road, about 20 k's out the road from Horsham and back again a couple of times. And the first time we had a failure. The second time, after we came back and had a bit more of a play, found a different fault, isolated that fault, gone for another drive, lights still work. So, we might be halfway there. Yeah, love the hair. Yeah, thanks, Darren. Good on you, man. Yeah, I'm starting to look a bit like Julius Sumner Miller, I think. Why is it so? That's more Maxwell Smart. I do apologise. Yeah, I need a haircut rather badly. Vince has just run off to the shower. We're about to head off to the Royal Hotel in Horsham for tonight's Ainsley Bullion show with Cass Smith from Freedom Financial Solutions. If you are in the Wimmera, if you're in Horsham, we're set to get underway about 7 o'clock tonight. So we would love to see you at the Royal Hotel on Firebrace Street. Very easy, very popular pub. And if you come tonight and say you've seen this video, I will tell you a story about me, the Royal Hotel in Horsham, and a pool table, which I'm guessing is probably the same pool table. I might relive a few memories around that later tonight, but I notice I've got a flat battery. Oh, I'll have to take something. So, g'day, Pete. Hope things are going well in Penaroo and you've got the sewing done, or at least getting there. And I don't mean with a needle. Pete's got a big property and he's putting in his crops. Hello, Sunflower, you gorgeous thing, you. Jinder Lee, good to see you, mate. I don't know, missed you last week while I was in Canberra, and I didn't see you in any of the chats, but that's no indication. You may well have been in there. They move fast. But mate, very keen to catch up. So I heard Karen's not well either at Epic. So if you happen to be speaking to her, mate, please pass on my best to her, will you? I'll be looking at getting back to Epic end of the month. Just don't really know what day yet, but end of the month at this stage. Round of applause for this man here, ladies and gentlemen. That's an endearing kind of smile, that is, in a sickening kind of way.
Thank you.
Now he's reaching over behind me. You want to see if the lights are working?
Yeah.
And I've got all the shades drawn. Hang on a minute. Folks, do you want to be part of this? Let's spin you around here. I need to bring up the blind at the front. That is Vince on low beam. High beam. Low beam. You can see my low beams, not terribly flash. That is with my spotlights working, we now have light. And what's better still, we seem to be able to bang around roads, shake the shit out of cables, and still have light. Just to show you, that is my low beam normally, and that sickly yellow colour you're seeing is, for real, the sickly yellow colour that comes out of the lights. This is my high beam without the brights on. Wow.
It's a little better.
It's
on one side at least.
Yeah, one side's a little better. The left side, we've been polishing headlights today. The right side came up really well. The left side, not so much. But gives me hope. Gives me hope. Once again, Vince is the man responsible for all of that. And hang on, it's on the wrong camera. Thank you, mate.
That's right.
Thank you for everything you've done today. Let me the car twice. We now have a heater working in the bus because I went and got gas, although you've left the door open, so that's not helping. I don't know, folks, you come to the country and these folks, they just leave the doors open anyway. Anybody think I wasn't a Queenslander? All right, we've got to get going. We've got to head off to the Royal Hotel in Horsham for tonight's show. I'm going to have to do something about my hair, quite clearly. Love your work, folks. We might do something from the show with Cass and with David, if not tomorrow, Anzac Day. The plan currently is that I will live stream the Anzac Day service, dawn service, from Mount Tambourine. Now, that'll happen just after 4 a.m. So if you want to get up in the morning and have a look at that, then do that. I'd like to thank Chris, who will be doing the camera work for that. And when I say the camera work, he's setting up a GoPro, which, fingers crossed, will link into our StreamYard system. And I'll have to set that up this evening when we finish. Actually, I might even take the laptop with me and set it up while we're at the show. So that'll be at, well, probably from about 10 to 4, just to make sure that I've got it working. Tomorrow morning, go for an hour. Why 4 o'clock in the morning? It's because 4:07 is the exact time that Australian boots hit the shores at Gallipoli and at many other places, but certainly tomorrow at Mount Tambourine, that's when they're having their dawn service. One of our family will be playing a big role in that service tomorrow, and I'm talking about Len, Leonard Clampett. For those of you who don't know Len, you're about to get to know him. He's an amazing human being. The things that man has done in his life, from lawyering to commercial flying to truck driving, amazing. And he has a lot to say. Tomorrow on Anzac Day, you can be guaranteed it will all be with great humility and great respect. And I'm looking forward to being able to stream that tomorrow on the Voice of Freedom channels, on YouTube, Rumble. And of course, Cairns News will be running it too. Even if they're not aware of it, they will be running it too. All right, folks, have yourself a good night. If you can get to Horsham in the next, 35 minutes or so, we would love to see you at the Royal Hotel. Come and have a beer. Come and say good day to Vince. He needs a beer. I might have to drive home tonight.
Whiskey.
Oh, whiskey. Oh, that's right. Whiskey. Do you have an idea? We are going to the Royal Hotel in Horsham. They may not have the finest, Glenfiddich Blue Label.
I'll survive.
You'll survive?
I heard it today.
My word.
I managed to find something that two techs couldn't.
Found things that two professional auto electricians couldn't find. So, God love him. That's why we have a Vince. You should see him on a computer. He squints a lot more, but that's about the only difference. All right, folks, love your work. Be safe on the roads. Watch out for those dickheads. Tomorrow I may